Hello guys, today I will talk to you about the Harvester, an incredible block that you can find in the mod Mystical Agriculture. I'm here playing Reclamation mod pack that does have Mystical Agriculture in it. So what does the Harvester do? Here is a Harvester. It's not connected. This one is not connected to energy yet. I just put it down to show you the area that it can harvest without any upgrades. You have to hook it up to a form of energy, or you can put inside coal, blocks of coal. You can't put redstone. But honestly, by the time you get the harvester, you're probably gonna have some type of energy. So if you can, hook it up into your energy system. Here is another harvester that I have that is connected with a universal cable into my system of energy that draws power from that battery over there. I can show you also some other easier ways to get energy, but let's concentrate now on what it does. So here is the inventory of the harvester. This is an ultimate logistical transporter. You set this with the configurator and shift right click until it says pull, so that it pulls the items inside your chosen chest or drawer or whatever you're using. So I'm using a chest because chests here in Reclamation mod pack are amazing. It's a mod called Sophisticated Storage, I guess, and you can make the chest diamond with upgrades, and then that unlocks a whole larger area for materials, but it also unlocks here slots for upgrades. So you can use these upgrades here so that you get stacks of not 64 essences but 16,000 essences, which is amazing. So if you use 2 stack upgrades tier 4, you get stacks of 16,000. And if you use the void upgrade, which I'm using, you will get here the void settings. You can set this to void any and put an item that you want filtered. So it's going to void any fertilized essence because I really don't need fertilized essence. So I did this. Now, this harvester here has an upgrade here. This is the highest upgrade that you can get, the Awakened Machine Premium upgrade. What does this do? I'm going to show you right now what it does. So without an upgrade, the harvester is going to harvest an area that's 3 by 3. If you place an upgrade inside, something like Potentium or Inferium, it's going to start increasing the radius that it can harvest. And let me put on my flying suit. With the final upgrade, which is the Awakened Supremium one, it can harvest an area that's 15 by 15, which is insane, guys, actually insane. So in Reclamation, you're gonna have to have unlocked the Blood Magic mod here in Sounds of Life, so that you have actually diamonds, because you need to craft diamond scythes to craft the harvester, and you also need to have Thulium dust for the Thulium ingots. So you need to have Thulium essence, which is probably mid-game when it comes to resource generation. It's over here in Tertium essence. So it takes a little bit of work. But after that, once you get these things and you're able to put down harvesters, everything becomes much easier. Now, until the mid-game, you can harvest stuff with the Horn of the Wild. And if you're wearing a ring of magnetization, everything will be going inside your inventory. You can use the watering can, especially if you upgrade it to Awakened. It's gonna have a really huge radius. And you can keep doing this and collecting materials. However, after the mid-game, and especially at the end of the game, guys, if you are going to be building something very ambitious, let's say, you will need so many materials, especially gold and redstone. It's kind of insane how much we need. For the reactor, I managed to build the reactor and the turbine and the thermal plant and the dynamic tank. I built all these by manually harvesting materials with the can and the Horn of the Wild. However, the induction metrics, if you have really big ambitions like the ones I had here, this is like the max size. I just can't get the materials that I need for this without having to harvest stuff manually for days and weeks. So I thought to myself, I'm going to try and see if the mod has a way to harvest things automatically. And I found this way. And it's actually amazing. I'm going to show you what I'm doing in my base with it. So I'm on my way towards my base. I just wanted to show you this as an alternative way to power your harvester. You can craft an energy cube and hook it into advanced solar generators with some universal cables like this, and set it in the site configuration to input. And at the bottom I have input output eject on. I have input output because I don't want it to keep dissipating the energy, and I have this set up for my few machines that I use here. These few machines that I use sometimes, and this goes up to the solar generators. Don't really use them all the time, so they're mainly full of energy. So because I really needed gold and I didn't have time to create a decent energy grid here in my base, I brought the harvester here and drew the cable from a small battery that I have here that draws energy from my main battery. And I put here just the Supremium upgrade. I didn't go for the Awakened one. It's kind of a little easier to get this one. And still, I believe it's 13 by 13, the area that it is harvesting. And when you have the stack upgrades, so here I have one and one chest. It's almost really enough. You don't really need two chests and two stack upgrades. The thing is that this upgrade doesn't harvest as fast as the other one does. So you see now it's harvesting. I may be wrong. It seems pretty fast. Yeah. No, it's still pretty fast. You just need to make sure that you have claimed the area where you have your harvesters. Otherwise, that's why it didn't have a lot of... Because if you don't claim them, they will not be getting energy and they will not be working. You also need to claim all the areas that transfer energy. Otherwise, you're not gonna be getting energy reliably. What was that? Yeah. So I drew a cable under this area. There are some performance issues. I'm not going to lie about this. And the cable goes under here into a smaller induction matrix and goes back into my main matrix. So I hope that this was useful for you guys, and I'll see you in the next video, or maybe on Twitch. Follow me on Twitch, I stream there sometimes. Goodbye.